I'd be afraid to get food.
Oh, you guys, we're about to be live.
Okay.
Okay. Remember, we're improving, and we can be funny.
Okay.
And we'll try to focus on your business.
Oh, well, we know where we are.
I know it looks like it's 6 p.m. because the sun's setting behind us, but it's really not. Welcome to the show. It's live. It's the first PATV Vloggers Meetup.
And
we're
it's
vloggers,
live.
yeah. And we're meeting up. Welcome, Assata and Ben.
Thank you. So glad to be here. This isn't a real mic. Here you go.
Nope, that's not real. Looks cool though.
Don't tell them, guys. Great. Well, so now we have all our introductions done. We're going to talk about science. Assata, you draw science stuff.
Yeah, I do.
So, what's the weirdest thing you've ever drawn?
Okay, all right. So I had a client that she needed snail anatomy, like male and female. That was the weirdest.
Snail?
Snail.
Don't they have like pokey things? Right?
The males do.
Okay, right. Well, wait, aren't snails androgynous? No, not androgynous. The one where they have both.
That's, yeah, but you know what? I don't know, cause like there were male and female, so maybe it's what they want. Maybe they're like a certain kind of, like some frogs, they can become female.
Okay.
Or become male.
Hermaphrodite,
Maybe it's like
that's
that.
the one. Okay,
Hermaphrodite.
okay.
Yeah, maybe that, but yeah, that was. I'd say that would probably be like the weirdest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there any snail sex involved, or
No.
just the anatomy?
Just the anatomy.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, it was kind of fun. We were in her lab and we were trying to figure out which ones were male and which ones were female. So you
Okay.
like flip them on their back, and when they
Why don't you just ask?
because, well, they're snails and they were so tiny. They
Oh,
were like
okay.
pea size.
Oh,
If they
okay,
had
those-
voices, they'd be like little teeny tiny little voices.
So how many were there?
How many? Oh, I can't remember. In the one dish that I had, which I think in the dish there were like 5 snails, I think like 2 of them were males.
Okay.
Mhm.
And so you drew their male snail parts?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Fun.
They had a little room of little micro snails. I remember going in there.
Yeah, it was a lot. There were
Way
a lot,
too many
like
to
they had
count.
batches on batches of like
Wow.
snails.
Because she'd collected them from New Zealand,
Yeah.
different places in New Zealand. They were comparing the anatomy
Yeah.
between the different locations.
Yeah.
So if you were to paint them like one of the French snails, you just draw an escargot plate or something? Is
Well,
that...
that would mean they're dead snails.
Well, I know. They asked for it, paint me like one of your French snails. That's what I would think. So, I don't know.
That
How
is
would you
true.
handle that?
That is true. If they tell me paint them like one of the French snails.
Yeah.
How do, like if you like look at it of like French cuisine, oh yeah, for sure. Like
Yeah.
do the dish, but if you're talking about like the Titanic, then like put them on their side and make them look all like sexy.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know that many snails, so that's the first thing that came to mind.
Yep.
It's like, how would you handle that?
Yeah. I've never had anyone ask me that.
Okay.
Thank goodness. That'd be weird. I'd be like, I don't know how to handle
Yeah.
that one.
Have you ever had a drawing rejected for being too good or anything like that? Or just not what they wanted?
Yeah, I actually had one of those like not too long ago. I had done, it was like a humerus. It was a cross section of the humerus on the top part. And I'd created it, and it like the spongy bone, it looked so good, and I was just like, oh, I'm so proud of myself. I did so good. I turned it in, and it wasn't what he was expecting. He was expecting more like a cartoony look to it.
Oh, okay.
And so he didn't want to tell me that it wasn't what he was expecting. But we ended up redoing it anyways, and I was able to eventually figure it out.
You made the client happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it done. That was the important part. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever drawn a whole skeleton?
I have drawn a whole
Yeah.
skeleton.
Was it scary?
No.
No, I'd be scared.
her program, BPMI, they literally had a real skeleton in the closet of their BPMI room.
Yeah, we had like 2 skeletons in the closet. And so he came in and he saw the closet in the corner and he's like, what's in there? And I was like, skeletons. We got little skeletons in our closet.
Well, and they'd use it to keep art.
Yeah, we'd use it
So
to
you'd
keep
walk
art.
in there and you'd be rifling through art and then
Yeah.
that looks like a real skeleton.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I was in charge of the figure drawing co-op, so
Okay.
Which was nude, so that would be where we'd have our models change. So
Okay.
I can't imagine what it'd be like to be like stripping
Go in a
down and be
small
like
room.
That's some true bohemian process right there. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I were a nude model. You know, I'd be like, this is a new career high. There's someone here. Those guys have seen everything. I would guess.
Oh yeah, I don't know, but maybe.
So where's that skeleton now?
Oh, I'm assuming it's still in the closet.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He comes out every once in a while. They draw him. They prop him up, then they draw him.
Like one of the French skeletons. Well, good for him. Good for him. Have you ever drawn something that was just too real and you scared yourself?
I scared myself. I don't think I've ever scared myself. Like,
Good.
I try to draw pretty realistic stuff, but sometimes you can't draw too realistic, depending on like what it's for. So like, if I'm doing like a surgical illustration, you don't want it too realistic, because then it looks just like a horror movie. It's just too quick.
Oh, gotcha. Of course, yeah. All the blood and all those details. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
So you draw a lot of surgical type stuff?
Recently,
Or-
that seems to be what a lot of people or a lot of people I've been working with, they've been doing a lot of like surgical techniques and new surgical techniques, and that's always exciting to see the new branches that people are going out into.
Okay.
Because their main focus is to like make the patient more comfortable and make it less traumatic, especially for like kids. You know?
Oh, I see.
Mhm.
So you draw things that kids look at.
Well, I mean, I'm hoping that it's just doctors looking at it so that they can learn how to like do the technique, but
Oh.
they're doing the techniques on.
But they
on
don't show the
kids.
kids the drawings that you do? Is that because that's what I pictured when you
I
said
would.
Animations and stuff.
That's true. The clubfoot
if
animation.
it's made for a kid.
If it's made for a kid, then they'll show a kid. So
Okay.
like, I did one of my earlier on animations was for Clubfoot Solutions, and
Okay.
so for kids that are born with club feet where they're like tilted in.
Yeah.
After they've had their feet corrected, they put like a brace on them. So Clubfoot Solutions
Okay.
created the Iowa brace, and it's like a more comfortable like silicone kind of material.
Okay.
So that there's not so much chafing on these little ones, little feet.
Okay, that's horrible. Well, that's
so,
good.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so when I made the animation, we actually focused it for children, so that
Okay.
while they're getting their boots on, they can watch this video and feel comfortable and have somebody telling them, you know, oh, this kind of sucks now, but it's good for you, and
Okay.
you'll be better.
Okay, that's nice. Do those
Yeah.
kids ever get over themselves? Like, I don't know why I asked that.
I don't know.
Do you meet these subjects, or are you just the illustrator in the background?
I'm just in the background.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
No pressure, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
those videos went over to Africa mostly.
No.
Or
Well,
was the Help My Pekin stuff
Help My
does.
Pekin was when they were over to
Clubfoot, was that
Africa.
mostly here?
The Clubfoot was mostly here, but they are planning on taking it international. But
Because you did it, how many languages did you do that one in?
just English.
Just English?
But the Help My Pekin, we did it, I think, in 7 different languages. So we did it
Whoa.
in English, we did one in Spanish, we did Swahili, we did Igbo.
That's a
and-
language?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And try
No, I didn't know
finding-
about it, I mean-
Try finding people that speak all those.
Wow.
Iowa City is a pretty good area, but
Yeah, but
Still a
yeah,
challenge.
I don't know where he found all these people to do these voiceovers, but and then we had one in like Arabic. We had a lot of different
Okay.
voiceovers, and it was very, when you don't know what they're saying, you're like, oh, I'm hoping I'm matching them up properly.
Oh, right. Well, and how much of that falls on you? Because, I mean, you're the illustrator. You shouldn't have to worry about if the languages are right or wrong, that would be...
Right, so if it's, for the most part, that's on them, for them to make sure that they labeled everything correctly. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, the realization is if it's wrong, I'm the first person they're going to come to be like, this is not right.
Right. Well, yeah. I wish we could get some of your pictures up on the green screen. That would have been cool. Or no? I mean...
You can. They're on my website.
Yeah? Is that possible? We'll look into it.
We'll look into it, yeah. So tell us a little bit about you, Ben.
Water resources engineer, work for Snyder & Associates in Cedar Rapids. Do a lot of wastewater plants and water treatment, water mains, sewer projects, those sorts of things. So, yeah.
So tell us about Iowa Groundwater. It's not the most famous. Well, it's not for good reasons, at least. You deal with that a lot, right? How's our water? Is it nice?
It depends on the area. I mean, some places like Ames claims to have some of the best water in the state.
They did have pretty good water.
Depends on the geology of the ground. Limestone is good to have there. I don't do too much in groundwater, but yeah, you can have some dangerous things in groundwater too. It just kind of depends. The subdivision where my grandparents live out in Solon, the west side of their subdivision has wells that were drilled too deep and actually hit bedrock, and there was naturally occurring pyrite in the bedrock, and it changed the chemistry of the water and formed arsenic, and so they were having high arsenic problems in their drinking water from the wells. And so one of our projects through our company now, it's looking like we're probably going to get city water out to them. For a while we were looking at different treatment options, but yeah, it just varies from site to site.
And that's happening here in Solon?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You hear that, folks? No, really. We have our own Flint, Michigan here.
Well, I wouldn't say it's that bad.
Oh, I know. Hey, arsenic in the water sounds pretty serious.
It's all about levels, but yeah.
Right, okay.
And as time goes on, the acceptable amount of levels tends to go down as the EPA guidelines get more stringent, and so sometimes they've had the same water they've always had, that it wasn't an issue, but now it's an issue because the allowable limit is lower. So then you need a project to fix it. So
what's something you wish everyone knew, or more people knew, about water as far as it concerns you? Because I mean, you have to deal with everyone's problems if something gets messed up. So
yeah,
what's something people should know that they don't know now about?
I think people generally have an idea that water has to be treated in most places before you can drink it. So they're familiar with water treatment plants, but not too many people know what happens after you're done using the water. A lot of my projects are wastewater treatment plants, and so that's cleaning the water enough that it can be discharged into a river.
Oh, okay.
And so there's a lot that goes into that, and it can cost a lot of money to do the treatment. Sure. And it ends up on their sewer bills and that sorts of things, and they don't like that, but it's necessary, and it's a big part of every city that most people don't know about. If you live out in the country, you might have your own septic system just for you, but anybody in town is going to have a one city treatment plant that treats all that water. So all the water from everywhere in town goes that one place and then gets treated.
Right.
What do you wish people didn't do? Like didn't flush down toilets or whatever?
Yeah. Granted, I'm not an operator, so when they have issues, I don't necessarily have to deal with it. But in general, one of the big problems is flushable wipes. Certain cities are having problems with those because, like, toilet paper and other things break down, and so there really isn't anything to clog up pipes or anything like that. But those wipes are flushable; they are not degradable, and so you get these big heaps of these nasty wipes that clog up pipes, and then people have to go down there and
remove it. Some real potty talk right now.
Yeah. Oh no,
it's no fun, and
I'm sure.
Do
you guys make the entrance to it?
Our company doesn't do it, but city employees would have to go down and do that. So that's an issue. But yeah, just the DNR and the EPA both constantly updating what they allow you to discharge, and that determines what you have to do to treat.
Okay.
So that's constantly evolving and having to do more things all the time, which is where we come in and add things.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah. So what are some challenges that you guys are foreseeing coming up? Like, I mean, I guess water's been the same for years, but it's also not, because there's new things involved. So.
Right now, the biggest thing, well, the last thing, starting in 2006, any new permits have been requiring disinfection. They use E. coli as the limit, but it's just kind of an indicator for bacteria and viruses in general.
Okay.
And so we've been adding a lot of UV systems to plants. One of the new things right now is nutrient removal, which when they say that, they really mean nitrogen and phosphorus.
Mm-hmm.
And those can cause algae blooms, which then cause dead zones.
Mm-hmm.
It can be in your rivers, or Gulf of Mexico has a huge problem with that right now. And so the state had tried to get ahead of that and had goals for discharge concentrations, and they're kind of turning into laws now. But it's a very slow process. It takes years. And so, like, one of the projects I'm working on now for the city of West Burlington, we were able to get ahead of that, knowing that was coming, and we were already doing a huge project down there, and we just were able to incorporate that into what we were already doing. And that means that 2 years from now, 5 years from now, the city won't have to do a whole nother project. You know, you want 20-year design life is what we designed for, and we try to limit the amount of times because the rules are constantly changing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you want to try to get ahead of some things a little bit. After that, potentially pharmaceuticals and those sorts of things.
Yeah.
A lot of times they
don't be flushing your old medicines.
Well,
I know, you gotta call the police and they'll
even
come
after
get
it goes through your body, sometimes it's not really broken down.
True, yeah.
And those are going to be hard to treat. So, but that's more further in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So is our water in an opioid crisis? Like, or?
No, I'm not an expert on this. I think the biggest ones are like antidepressants and other things that can screw with the biology of fish and other things that maybe they don't reproduce the same, or they get mutations, or
depressed.
Basically,
or antidepressed.
I mean, it sounds funny, but you know, it screws. They're very simple-minded creatures, and anything that throws off those mechanisms in the brain, it's a big deal.
Yeah, that makes sense. And we're pumping stuff in their ecosystems. Yeah, that's so sad.
Well, I mean, we're trying to address it.
But people shouldn't flush their pills. So.
Yeah, I mean, you go back far enough in Europe, and they didn't treat anything. They just put everything straight in the river. Granted, they didn't have antidepressants, but you know, everything else, you know, and then they were sometimes pulling drinking water from the same areas. And everybody's getting sick, and it's not good.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Look what happened to them. No good. Mm-hmm. So, have you seen The Shape of Water?
I saw that it won some awards on Oscars. Mm-hmm. But no.
Wasn't it set in a water treatment plant? No? I haven't seen it,
know.
obviously.
Nobody's seen it.
No.
Well,
I thought it was set in a research facility, like they were doing research on him.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't watched it. I'm just trying to guess.
This sounds like it's right up your alley, right there. You know? It's water and research.
Turned a fish into an Aquaman monster thing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a thriller and a love story and a comedy and a drama. It's supposed to be all of it.
Hey, look, we're in Chicago.
Oh.
It's got windy in here.
Yeah, but let's have to figure it out.
I'm trying to, Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird how the lamp is like right there, you know? You can grab that.
This one?
Yeah.
It's hot, don't touch it.
Ow!
So let's talk about this chapstick that I'm really into right now.
Is it fancy or is it literally just chapstick?
It's chapstick. Well, it's not the chapstick brand. Oh no, where is it?
You notice that there are some things where like we'll be like, we don't say like get like lip moisturizer, we say go get the chapstick, even if it's like Burt's Bees.
I'm sorry. This is Ecolips.
Ecolips.
It's bee-free, and it's vegan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not chapstick.
No.
Ecolips.
I'm sorry. Let me tell you about this lip balm that I'm really into.
Lip balm, that's the
Lip
right
balm,
term, not
because
lip
it's-
moisturizer.
Yeah, not chapstick. That's a brand. I'm sorry, they don't sponsor this. But the reason I really like Ecolips is because it's vegan, it's bee-free, and it's from Cedar Rapids.
Oh,
Yeah, right?
I didn't know that.
It says back here. Well, not only do I know the owner, but it says Ecolips Inc., Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 52401. That's the zip code. Ecolips.com. So yeah. I'd let you guys try it, but that's kind of unsanitary.
Yeah, I'm okay. We should buy more Ecolips. We should support local.
Yeah.
I mean, if you know the owner, that's how you got it, or?
No, I got this at Hy-Vee.
Oh.
Yeah, I was so excited. I walked in and I saw him, and I knew the brand because I knew the owner, and I was like, oh my gosh, Ecolips, I can buy this here. So.
How'd you meet the owner?
Well, he owns Brewhemia.
Oh, okay.
Steve Schreiber.
Oh.
And
okay.
I guess he owns Ecolips too. Right? I hope that's correct. That's what I heard from him. So. Yeah.
Says he owns it.
Yeah. It's like a family thing. So.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Gotcha.
Vegan, bee-free, lip balm, sweet mint. It tastes good.
Oh.
It works. Because you know, chapstick, the real chapstick supposedly has like these microfibers in it that.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I guess I don't know a whole lot about chapstick.
Like it supposedly chaps your lips more, so you keep using it.
Oh.
I know. So when I heard that, I switched to Burt's Bees like
What?
2 or 3 years ago, and then you can feel the difference. But this is
Oh.
bee-free, so it's. I mean, I guess I'll read you guys the ingredients.
Yeah, tell us the ingredients.
Okay? The ingredients are. Well, first of all, it's 20% fair trade certified ingredients,
Okay.
and they are all 100% vegan. Fair trade certified. Okay, they're repeating the same thing. I'm gonna butcher these. Julianthus?
Oh, sunflower.
Anus? Yep. In parentheses, sunflower. Sweet seed oil. Oh, sunflower seed oil. Okay. Euphorbia crifera, or candelilla wax.
Oh.
Candelilla wax. Fair trade certified. Fair trade certified is a trademark, and we have fair trade certified Theobromo cocoa, which is cocoa. Oh, okay. Well, there's cocoa in this. What?
Like cocoa or like cocoa butter?
It says cocoa, like
Okay.
cocoa. Yeah.
Other cocoa products.
Then there's
Well, there's
seed
like-
butter. Fair trade certified Cocos Nucifero, which is coconut oil.
Mm-hmm.
Then Mentha piperita, which is peppermint oil. Mentha spicata, which is spearmint oil. Mixed tocopherols, which is vitamin E. Oh, cool. Rosmarinus officialis, which is rosemary. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Leaf extract. Calendula. Oh, I know that one. Officinalis, which is calendula extract.
I feel like I did not keep up with my dendrology as much as I could have.
Yeah, come on, Assata. And then there's stevia leaf extract in this. Oh wow.
So is that like, is it for for flavor? Like, does it
Yeah.
taste sweet when you put it
Mhm.
on?
Well, it is sweet mint, so I guess that explains. Yeah.
Mhm.
Get y'all some Ecolips. It was less than $2.
I love that. That's awesome.
I think it rolled down the hill.
It's gone. Oh, it's all ecoed. But yeah,
I love it.
that's what I'm into nowadays.
I love it.
Vegan lip balm.
Lip balm.
That's local.
Local.
And fair
lip
trade
balm.
certified trademark.
Yes.
What about you guys? What lip balm do you use?
Oh, I don't feel like I'm one of those people that I will just like suffer through it until it gets to the point where I have to like put Vaseline on it.
Okay. That's hardcore. I mean, that's the way to do it.
I don't think that's the way to do it.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If I don't put anything on, you know how some people bite their nails?
Yeah.
I pull my
Your
dry
the
stuff,
skin.
and then I always wear black, so it always shows, and it's gross, you know? It's like dandruff, but it's still gross. And yeah, can't.
That's bad.
Yeah.
But no, I do I'll lick my lips a lot, and then Ben will be like, "Are you okay?" Like I'll have like that dry.
Oh yeah. Oh, well that hurts.
Yep.
Well, power to you.
I guess I think it's more lazy, less brave or power, just lazy.
Hey Donna, do you want to be in our show? Oh,
she left.
Okay. Can I get her?
I guess
it's okay. She looks busy.
Yeah.
So speaking of bees, like that's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
We have to save them from themselves.
The bees are dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
And the thing is, like, they are so important. If we have no more bees, things will collapse, and it will be terrible.
Well, it's nice that lip balms like Ecolips are bee-free.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yes.
Bees need jobs.
Oh yeah. Bee-friendly plants. That's what you're supposed to do. Like, what is it? Like honeysuckle and I think lilac.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a couple more out there, but yeah, just plant good plants.
Good bee food.
More bees, yeah.
Do you guys have any bee stories?
I don't feel like I have any bee stories. I'm sure you have some.
Yeah. Just when I was a kid, I remember one time in a backyard, I had one land on my lips, and so I couldn't tell anybody or yell because it was right there, and I'm like, but nobody could hear me.
Aww.
That sounds painful.
So I was very patient for like 5 minutes, and then it left.
That sounds like a Stephen King novel, right?
Oh,
the bee.
yeah.
You can't scream.
You can't scream.
Yeah.
Oh man. No, I don't tend to have problems with bees.
Good.
Wasps are what
No,
bother
yeah,
me. They'll
yeah,
go after me. There was like a whole summer I couldn't go outside. There would be a wasp that would wait outside our apartment and would like follow me wherever I was going. It was kind of terrifying. It got to the point where I was on a run, and then I saw the wasp, and I was like, if I just run a little faster, but then it started flying a little faster, so I was like, sprint home!
Nope, don't mess with the wasps. I think we have some wasps here. We can let them out and see. You sure? I mean, you can make your peace.
No.
We brought them in just for you. Okay, all right. Well, so much for getting those in.
I will always have beef with wasps.
Okay, that's fair. I saw a video of a wasp's nest being dealt with. I guess if you run at night, they don't see you or something.
It's like they slow down. Like
yeah, I see them more active during the day.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes at your apartment at night.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but I guess wasps are not night owls.
No.
They're not night owls during the night either.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not, but you know, that's...
It's interesting. It's
survived,
a good
obviously.
thing to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, we did live in that apartment that had wasps that had like infested the...
The whole back porch that you had to go through to get to the room.
In order
no.
to get downstairs, you had to go through the porch, and they were everywhere.
There was one day I counted over 50 that I killed.
That he killed them.
Reload,
Wow.
new can.
Oh no, poor wasps. What if we just trained the wasps to take the bees' jobs? Is that bad?
No, that'd be good if we could
Yeah.
do it, but they are more like insect eaters.
Oh, I know. That's why they need to learn, you know. We'll teach them to love flowers.
Bugs change.
Yeah. Have you seen A Bug's Life? It'll be like that, except different.
Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. I will let you be head of that.
Yeah, the wasps committee.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can deal with that, but sure, we'll give it a try.
Queen bee.
We have a minute left of the show. Any closing remarks? I mean, websites you want people to visit you at, or if they want to tweet you or something, or fight with you about bees?
Fight? Well, I don't want to fight. No
Yeah,
fights.
right, no fighting.
But I got a website, legacybiostudios.com, and I do have a Twitter. I don't tweet as much as I'm supposed to. I heard you're supposed to like tweet like 7 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
I do like once like every 2 weeks.
Ooh, bad.
I have a Twitter that's also Legacy Bio Studios, and I have an Instagram if you're interested in just like seeing random art and like photos of plants. That is Assata _the _illustrator. Yeah.
Amazing. We'll check you out. What about you, Ben?
I do have a fossil business on the side, Fossils Iowa. If you're interested in any gifts or collectibles, fossilsiowa.com.
They got cool stuff too.
Yeah.
We got a mammoth humerus for sale right now. It came from western Iowa.
Yeah, and I drew the illustration
Whoa.
showing what bone it is.
So how big is that?
Oh, it's like
it's on a
from the
stand about
floor.
this high off the ground, and then
Here.
it's yeah.
Wow. Oh, you should have brought that. No? Is it too delicate?
Well,
It'd be
you can
hard
move it,
It's
but
hard to transport.
pretty big.
It's kind of heavy too.
Oh, I believe it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Mammoths were big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's so cool. Oh, we should interview that thing. How much is it going for? Can you
I think
say?
it's
I mean,
about 2,500.
wow.
So yep.
So where's the rest of the mammoth? Is it coming?
We'll have to see. I got
Okay.
it from a buddy of mine that found it in a river out west, western Iowa, and sometimes more washes out, sometimes not. But we also
That's
have
exciting.
some pieces of teeth for sale, so
Okay.
it could be the same individual.
If you ever get a shrunken head in, let me know, because I would like one. Please.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll
I don't know
let
if
you know
that's
if I
illegal,
find one.
but-
Thank you.
Probably call the cops first, but
No,
then
but
you right
they don't
away.
have to know. I know they're illegal about it, you know. It's not like you're making it. I'm saying, if you find one, let me know. If it washes up on shore. But hey, I think that's it for everything. Are we still live? Thank you.
Thank you.